All right. Hello and welcome again to Zen Yoga. And so this is our third week of our 5-element Zen Yoga 30-minute little mini yoga sessions. So, optimally, at least a 45 to an hour practice of yoga is it's kind of necessary to kind of bring in the full effect of a yoga practice. Unlike Qigong, where Qigong you can do just any time of the day, and, pick a exercise that you like and work through it with the breath. And, it's very much specific on, you don't have to be in a certain headspace for it. You can just, pick it up and use the different Qigong exercises to kind of reset, all right? And you don't need all this time, whereas yoga takes some time. But the benefits of that is really in your physical strength. So you're working through these stretching, reaching, opening, contracting, packing, strengthening, and you're kind of going back and forth. Strength being always, that flow. Strengthening flows out with stretches and flows in with the release. So we expand and we contract, and our breath brings us through those phases, but strength happens all the way through it. Okay, so it's like, eccentric contractions and concentric contractions bring forth a greater possibilities of movement and release and through the body. So it takes some time to develop that. So we're going through these quick little segments of all what does a Zen yoga class incorporate. When we bring in the breath, we bring in some healing sounds, we can bring in some of the Qigong practices, which is, Qigong is just Taoist yoga. Our moving Qigong practices is really considered to be yoga because it does come from the Buddhist traditions of yoga. So as we keep that in mind, we are in the earth element. So earth is going to be a larger muscle groups, more strength and holding. So think about the lower body, the back, the abs, the abdominal muscles, the core muscles. So we're going to be working a little bit more with those kinds of postures today. So the earth element also governs the stomach and spleen, so digestion. Okay, so the beginning of that whole digestive and elimination systems is what we're focusing on, how that goes from bringing in the food, assimilating the food, and then eventually releasing the food, and then going into our metal practice, which would be next week. All right, so let's just take an easy mudra, taking the left hand, your left hand, and you're going to bring your thumb to your middle finger. And your right hand, you're going to bring your thumb to your ring finger. Pushan mudra. This is helps your digestive system. So just spend a minute here or so. Take a breath in and a long breath out. And we can breathe in that golden healing color into the body and release out the gray cloudy color of the toxins and the waste. All of that gets sent into the earth to be recycled, giving energy to the plants so they give us energy back. So we breathe in that golden healing chi. Breathe out, gray cloud. And we use the tongue to lift to the alveolar ridge behind the front teeth at the roof of the mouth. that helps to bring the breath a little bit easier in flowing through the body. And then as you exhale, gently let the tongue relax, drawing the navel back and the perineum up gently. Take a few more breaths with this. And when you finish this next breath, and you've exhaled, you're going to let your arms coming into the body. And with the next inhale, just bring the arms up, pulling up the earth, gathering the heavens. Exhale, bring down the heavens, clearing through the spine, clearing through that energy center, the chakras. Inhale. Exhale. In. And out. So you can come off your mat or blanket if you're on it, and we're going to extend through the legs, or if you need it because the legs are kind of tight, keep it there. So we're going to have the legs open, and just as you do, hands are to your side, and just kind of scoot your the flesh of your buttocks back so you're balanced up on your sits bones, and maybe you can even feel that the base of your the top of your hamstring muscles where it meets the pelvis, maybe you can feel that hitting the floor. It might take some time, especially if you're tight in that lower back. This is a really good practice to open that up. And so as the hands are going to kind of walk out, we're not folding from here. We want to keep the heart and chest lifted to keep that tension off the belly. So we want to keep that the stomach area, diaphragm area open. So we're just sending the hips back, tuck the chin a little bit. We don't want to lose our head. And we want to keep it right there. The ears are in line with the shoulders, more or less. We also don't want to drop the head so that your head is hanging and pulling on those neck muscles. We want to keep a little bit of those muscles engaged to support. Inhale. And exhale. Now let your palms hit the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out. So there's a little bit of mind in your legs. Specifically walking those heels out, feeling the pull on the back of the legs, and then let your toes relax. So you still feel that pull along the back of the leg right into the heels. Keep the chin tucked in slightly. Maybe allowing the elbows to get a little bit closer to the floor. Maybe they can go all the way to the floor without compromising the spine. So we don't want any, we don't want to fold the spine, just at the hips. You could also use blocks. I have my blocks right here. I can stack the blocks and put the elbows there. And then on the next inhale, let's reach up and then reach for the toes if you can. If you need to, you can always bend your knees a little bit. So you're going to reach for the inside toenail, the beginning of the spleen meridian. And we're going to inhale, just draw your hands up the spleen meridian. Inhale up, right up to the side under the armpits. And then we're going to exhale down the chest, down the thighs, down the tops of your legs. Stomach meridian goes out that second toe. And then inhale as you come up. rolling up right up to the side of the ribs, just under your armpit, and then come up to the shoulders and down the stomach meridian, down the thighs to that second toe. And last one, inhale. Exhale down. Good. Then we'll inhale, coming back up. And let's bring the legs together, shake it out. And flex and point your feet. Circle around a couple of times, go the other way. Good. And let's take the right leg, your right leg, back. Just gonna let that back leg stretch a little bit. So hands are straddling your straight leg and just kind of lift that hip, feel a little stretch across the quadriceps, and then bring it back, placing the sits bones down, and then lift up and go back. And one more time. And back. Good. And then we'll take that leg back and bring back the left leg. So draw up. So you might feel a very different stretch here. I know I do. And back and up and back. Do a little stretch right through the quad to the second toe. And then we're going to just bring both legs back, come up onto all fours. If you need something under your knees, put a blanket there or something, just rocking your hips side to side for a moment. Inhale as we pull the shoulders back, lift through the heart. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under and round through the back. Do a couple of times here. Inhale and exhale. So we're going to be working on our core. Inhale and exhale. Now this time, inhale into a flat back. So nice tabletop. Let your belly distend to the floor, but not your lower back. So we're going to keep the back straight. We're just going to work with the abdominal muscles on the exhale. Draw the navel up. So you're pulling the obliques into the navel up to the spine, but keeping the spine nice and flat. Exhaling. Inhale as you distend, expand. Exhale as we draw the navel up, squeezing through, lifting the perineum, but don't let the back move. Just keep it nice and long. Inhale as we extend. So feeling those oblique muscles, the rectus abdominis muscle, which is your six pack. Wrapping through the transverse muscle, which goes around the whole thing. And you're drawing all the pieces into the navel, squeezing up, contracting the abdominal muscles. Inhale, open, fill with golden healing chi through the whole belly. Exhale, draw everything in, releasing gray cloud. Now on your next inhale, I'd like you to shift a little bit to your left knee, extend through your right foot, right leg. So we want all the toes to face the floor. Shoulders are back, chin tucks in, head is long. Inhale as you lift the leg slightly over the hip. Exhale, knee to your nose. So we are going to round through the back, draw the navel to your spine. Inhale as we flex that foot back out. Inhale, point the toes, draw your knee to your chest, squeeze through your belly. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw it up and in. Inhale, extend, golden chi. Exhale, gray cloud. Inhale, golden chi. Last one, exhale, gray cloud. Inhale, golden chi. Now hold that leg up. Now if you need to, you can take a little break, but let's go right into bird dog, extending that left arm out. Breathe in. Now elbow to knee, no rounding the back though. We're going to try to keep the head long, spine long as you bring the elbow to the knee and extend. Flex out the foot, reach your arm, shoulder down, reach, and exhale as you bring the knee to the elbow. Inhale. Hold here for a moment. Exhale, stay with this. Just keep it extended. Level your shoulders, level your hips. So right hip to left hip align, horizontal going out from each hip, and same thing with the shoulders, right shoulder, left shoulder. Those two lines are parallel. So, but you are extending through the armpit and through the hip, but don't let this happen. Keep that aligned. Exhale as you bring in the elbow to knee. I know. Inhale one more time. And exhale, elbow to knee. Keep the spine straight. Good. Inhale, extend. Exhale and lower. All right, we need to relax that right arm a little bit. Right shoulder and wrist might be a little bit tight. So on your next inhale, I'd like you to roll open that right arm. Shake it out over your head and you're going to thread the needle. So bringing that right arm through, bending through your left elbow. See if you can get the shoulder all the way over to that left side and just look up underneath your left arm, pushing your fingertips, elbow, wrist, shoulder down into the floor. Breathe in, breathe out. Hello. Inhale back to center. Can you not hear me? Sorry about that. Breathing in and breathing out if you can still hear me. Can you hear me? Okay, so hands are right under your shoulder, knees are under your hips. And let's bring back the hips just for a second, stretch that out. Walk your fingers forward and then inhale back up to center. And relax. Okay, now inhale your left leg back. Flex out that foot, shoulders are level, toes are pointing down, hips are level. Breathe in. On your exhale, bring nose to knee. Inhale, extend, exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, nose to knee. And inhale, open. And exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, flex that foot and hold it. Exhale. And now inhale the right arm up. Shoulders side to side, hips side to side, making two parallel lines. Drop the shoulder, reach a little bit farther, push that heel back. Inhale. And exhale, elbow to knee, but keep the back straight. Inhale, work on those obliques. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, golden light. Exhale, gray cloud. Inhale, golden light. Exhale, gray cloud. Imagine you're pushing two cinder blocks away from you. Exhale, you're pulling in a resistance band. Last one, inhale and exhale. Good, inhale and exhale, lower the knee, lower the hand. Back through the legs a little bit for a stretch, and then inhale, come back up and release your left arm, sweep it open, and now thread the needle. Exhale as you sweep underneath, cross your body, looking up underneath your armpit. Breathe in, breathe out. Fingertips on the floor, wrist, elbow, shoulder. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, slide it back. And exhale, curl your toes back. Just stretch through your feet for a second. Inhale, come forward over your hands. And lifting that chest, so we're stretching in a upward facing dog posture. Then exhale, curl back your toes, bring your hips back, lift off your knees, drop your heels. Downward facing dog, and here you can pedal your feet a couple of times, right and left. And then both heels go down. Release your head, shake it out a little bit. Now walk your feet towards your hands. If you can, keep the legs straight. If not, bend them a little bit. See if you can get up off the hands to the fingertips. Into your forward fold, grab opposite elbows. Lift your hips nice and high, and then release through your spine and let it go. So lift through the hips. Let that flow through your spine and then release. So it's like you're going, it's like you have this low fence just above your knees and you drop something on the other side and you have to kind of lift through to get it. So that's what I want you to think about. So you're kind of lifting and then release through the spine. Notice how that helps to open up the backs of your legs. And then we're going to bend through your left knee. Reach your left hand around your right ankle, extend through your spine and twist. Reaching the right arm up to the ceiling. Breathe in, breathe out, roll your shoulder back and down. You should be able to see the palm of your hand. Inhale, and that's all open from the hollow part of your chest right up to the middle finger. Inhale and exhale, coming back through the center. And then we'll do the other way. Take your right hand to your left ankle, bend your right knee, extend through the spine, then sweep that left arm up as you look over to the left side of the room. Inhale, roll that shoulder back. Exhale, looking up to the palm of your hand. Your shoulder rolls back and down. Inhale and exhale. One more breath in. And out. Now coming back around, inhale, let's lift the arms out to the side. So rolling the shoulders back, lift through, and you're still keeping this long spine. You're at this 90-degree angle at your hips. Arms are reaching straight out. Use your abs. You can soften the knees a little bit. Now bring the hands in as you bend the knees in the chair pose, bring your thumbs back. Just like you're sitting back into a chair, pull your thumbs back and pinkies up. Breathe in, shoulders back and down, breathe out. Breathe in and rise. Open the heart and exhale, bring the arms down to your side. Rolling the shoulders back and down. Now we have time for a flow. We're just going to do sun salutation. So with the feet about hip width apart. So if we were in the earth element, the season is late summer. So August, September timeframe. And we would already be doing sun salutations to bring back the light because the light's already fading by then. So inhale, rising up. Exhale, forward fold. This time of year, we would be doing the moon salutations, possibly. Inhale, partway lift, either hands to your shins or up on the fingertips. Exhale, down. We're going to bend the knees. Step back with your right foot. Now just hold the lunge for a moment. Just feel the hip flexors opening, the hips dropping. You're pushing down into the left foot, back into the right foot. Feeling that expandingness in the hips, but be careful that we're not like pulling one hip over. So that's not, you don't want to see, I don't want you to see this butt cheek. I want to pull that back so you can just see the side of my hip. Breathe in and breathe out. Now we're going to come down into the hands, slip that left leg back into a plank, and keep those hips now up in line with the shoulders. The chest hollows as you push the floor away from you. Push back into your heels, keep the legs nice and strong. Think about bringing all those muscles into the bone. The quads, the hamstrings, outer thighs, inner thighs, calves and shins, and just squeeze into the bone. Focus on your legs, not your arms. Breathe in, chin is tucked in, don't let your head hang or arch up. Breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Last one, breathe in. And breathe out. Little bend in your elbows. You can lower your knees if you need to. Hover halfway. You can lower the knees. Hover in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and press back up. Roll back into your child's pose. Slow stretch here. Good. Now inhale to roll up. You're up on your knees. Rise up over the head. Then exhale down. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of strengthening through these quad muscles. So let's take the arms out. If you need something under your knees, that would be a good time to grab it. So on the inhale, we're going to just lean back. Okay, not from your back, but from your thighs. You want to feel the thighs engage, then kick into the floor to bring yourself back up. Good, let's do that again. Inhale. Feel those muscles engage. Kick into the floor. Exhale. Inhale. So they're stretching, but you're pushing and they're resisting at the same time. Kick into the floor. Watch that lower back. Keep the tailbone tucked under. Inhale. Kick into the floor, exhale. Last one, in. And out. Good, now we're gonna circle the right arm back. Inhale, look over your right shoulder. Maybe you can reach for that heel, bring your left arm up, stretching through that left side, over the ear, breathe in. Breathe out. Then inhale back and exhale. On your next inhale, bring your right arm up. Rotate towards that left, reach for that left heel. Inhale, keep pulling those hips underneath you, watch your lower back, exhale. This might feel totally different on this side. Inhale. And exhale, and inhale up, and exhale. Now, you could have had a block there. Okay, so if you watch this again, we'll do it again, and we'll do it this time with the blocks. So they can be on the high side, they could be on the medium side. If you have them on the low side, you might as well not even have them, right? Actually, I think even the medium size, my heel, you can still see my heel, so my heel's a little bit higher. So the high side would be good. You could also stack a couple of them. All right, so we're going to inhale both arms up. And now rotate to your left, send your left arm to the block, reach up, and now open. And look over to your right. Maybe you can go all the way back and grab that other block and do a little back bend. Maybe you can grab the heels, but let's just grab the blocks for today. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift the right arm back up. Let go of that block. Exhale as you send your hips back and reach forward, walk it out. And just take a breath here, in and out. Inhale to roll up. And then just take yourself onto your back, and we'll finish up here. Taking your hands to your knees. Roll your shoulders back. And then lower one vertebrae at a time. So roll under your tailbone, rolling onto the sacrum. You can walk your feet a little closer as you roll to your sacrum, then to your lumbar area, lower back, through your thoracic spine. And then tucking your chin, lower your head, bringing your knees into your chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. And kick your feet up, breathe in, flex your toes, breathe out, point your toes. And then pull your knees into your shoulders. So happy baby, just bring your elbows inside your inner thighs, grab for your big toe with your 2 fingers or the outside of your ankles. And bringing your toes towards your shins. So your knees aren't really extending so much unless they do. But you want to keep your elbows inside your thighs, keeping your lower back on the floor. But your sacrum is up a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. And then releasing the toes, bring your knees back together, squeeze your knees together, bring your arms open. Bring your knees right over your hips, so you have 90-degree angle at the knees, 90-degree angle at your hips. Lower to your right. Slowly, 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 you look to your left, and then slowly lower your knees to the floor. And relax into this twist. Breathe in. Breathe out. And bring their knees back through the center. Realign. Knees are 90 degrees, so are the hips, and you're rolling over to your left, and you look over to your right. This little twist here. And bringing the knees back through the center. Hold the knees, exhale. Then bring the right leg out. All the way down, bring the left leg out. All the way down, nice and slow. Then open the legs out a little bit. And let your feet fall open. Your arms, palms are up. Let the shoulder blades roll back. Settle yourself into the floor. Take a quick Shavasana. Nice long inhale. Fill your body with golden healing chi all the way to the back side. Long exhale. Release out gray cloud. And you can stay here if you'd like, just to continue another few breaths. But I am going to roll to my side and say goodbye. So feel free to stay right there. And thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Until next time.